Okay, RM, beginning of the month. I did not go thrifting, but I might go at the end of the month. So we'll see how things happen. It's still kind of cold out, so I fixed it. It's going to be a video about my shelves. I'm changing out some shelves right now that I pieced together from two pieces of wood for the time being. Whenever I find better wood, I'll replace what I can. It's scrap wood, but I still want the shelf to look fairly nice when I put my movies on it. So I might paint them, but I'm not too sure. Like, these are professional shelves that cost like 200 bucks at the donation store, so I don't want to mess with them. They're about 150 plus. You need like shipping to get them home, so you could be paying well into 200 bucks on a full-size shelf like that. So I don't have that kind of money set aside for shelving this year, but to give you an idea what I'm working with, I've replaced the broken piece at the top now. Whenever I find extra wood in the garbage, I'll replace this one as well. This piece is holding by two pieces, so still looks alright. I might put some cardboard over it or something like I did on this one, although a little bit of wallpaper or something might look nicer. And then I could paint them, but no point in painting one shelf and all the other shelves look the same. So those shelves I do not want to touch. I don't want to paint them or anything. So these are the expensive shelves. Not flea market, but donation stores. They're close to 150 bucks. So even shelves like this cost 100 bucks at a donation store. They might not always be perfect, so you will need to find wood someplace to replace them. So it's hard to get wood that wide, so that'd be a lot harder to replace, but I managed to replace a couple for this one and change the spacing, so it's no longer being held by pegs. It's like nails. And yeah, I would like to fix these up a little bit better. This one barely is enough for one finger. Two fingers will be better, but I made a little bit of a mistake on this one. And this is like a heavy shelf. But for now, I'm happy how these shelves look. And I'll try to replace this shelf as well later on, but my saw right now is broken, so I cannot replace the blade on it. I don't know how to unscrew that. I don't have anything that fits in there, and it broke right at the top, so I might be able to find a one like that, old one, for 50 bucks at the donation store. So online they're about 200 bucks brand new, so newer model. I just need one that works. This one works, but if I could unscrew that somehow, then I'll just end up buying a blade. I'm getting over a cold as well, so I'm not doing a whole lot to my room. Any toys or figures I get, they end up gravitating on this shelf. So I haven't done much more with Star Wars or other toys that I'd like to get into, but because of the TV shows, I'm trying to build up my TV shows. And I've not gotten my refund yet, and that's going to be the last Star Trek I need. I got 3 of them. I'm not going to get that cartoon one. I know there is a cartoon Star Trek. I've never watched it yet, so. And then I'll try to backtrack and get the last Married Children that I need, and a couple on Frasier. And I think spring and summer I'm gonna build up a little bit more on horror. Try to get a little bit more here for Universal Monsters. I've not watched any of them yet. I just started watching the Godzilla, so that's where I'm at right now. I'm really lucky to have most of them. I ended up buying them in a bulk, so that's why I have quite a few doubles of each. So I've not gotten Phantom of the Opera, so I'm gonna have to try to buy that over the spring and try to build up a little bit here on box sets. I need to try to get Bruce Lee at some point, but for now I got a little bit from this set, a little bit from this set, so and I go by the highest cost, so that's going to be the value for the set, whatever eBay sells it. So usually the lowest price I try to get, and then I compare it to what's the highest, and that's how I determine the value for my box sets. So like stuff for Little Mermaid, eBay is like a crazy price to have the original. It's like, not looked it up recently, but it was well into the thousands. So I'll have to compare the pricing on eBay on the highest value, and that's why I determine the pricing, whatever eBay has at the time. You can probably get it for $100, but usually I just go by the eBay pricing. That's how I determine my value for you guys. Then you know if you should get it for yourself. And yeah, just build up from here. Try to fix up this shelf a little bit better, but try to add a small piece back here at some point. But for now, I cannot do nothing till I replace my blade or try to buy another one. So I got enough wood that I could repair a shelf, so I don't have enough wood to make the standing part. I just got enough wood to replace the shelf, so that's all I could do for now for my shelving for my room. So I don't want to end up spending $100 on a shelf like this and another $50 to bring it home. Too much money for shipping a shelf like this, but ideally I like to get at least 5 shelves like this that I don't have to do any wood cutting. But sometimes even donation store, they might only give you like 1 shelf, or they might give you 2 shelves, and then you're gonna have to buy wood eventually. It's not always going to be perfect, and it's not always going to be perfect spacing, so you gotta keep that in mind as well. And depending how sturdy the shelf is, you might need to buy nails, hammer, some drill tools or something. You're always going to need some kind of tools, and tools can be cheap and they can be expensive if you're buying them brand new. So keep that in mind. Give me a little look around. I'm not going to make this video too long, and you try to pick up on some karate stuff. Most of my Steven Seagal I bought locally, so I didn't have to buy a whole lot of it. Marked for Death I bought locally, so I got lucky on that. It's like $50 on eBay. So got my Back to the Future stuff locally. Starting to see a little bit of Stephen King, but not a whole lot, so I'll try to go thrifting at the end of the month, hopefully. And I don't know if I'll pick up any more dolls or not, but the dolls that I got so far, the bright dolls are my favorite. And I like these old, this one I bought as a haunted doll off eBay. So They're not always going to be vintage dolls. So I never got into the haunted boxes, and I don't have an EMF meter either. So still, you get more Simpsons. So thanks for watching. Not much more I could do with this video except just give you an update on the shelving. Just let her look around on my movies. Some old movies on this side. I need to pull the old movies down more. I could put a little bit newer ones up top. For now, it's looking pretty good. This is the way it's set up. And here, mostly I keep my TV shows up front, and then it goes into the movies. TV shows up front, and I'll try to replace these two at some point into the Fat Pack. That's number 9 and number 10 to complete Stargate. But it's from a different set, so I bought all these ones locally, so I did not have to buy it on eBay. But I find them quite often locally. Still need 2 more for Seinfeld. I don't know if I'll do games anytime soon this year, but it depends how much I put back into food. Thanks for watching. And all the toys, figures, and gravitating over here. So nothing much new there.